Well, hello everyone. It's great to be with you. I thought it might be helpful to just do a very, very quick overview of the RightNow Media app that we've shared through an email with you, and we're encouraging you to access. This resource has been called the Christian Netflix. And hopefully when I take you through it, you can just see why that is. It's a really brilliant resource, and I don't think that even I've fully scratched the surface of just the capabilities that we have with this new piece of kit that the church has taken on. So what I just want to do is just give you a little brief overview of how the app works, what kind of things you can access, and just take you through some little things practically with it. Admittedly, this is on my laptop. It's just easier for me to record it this way, but more or less it works exactly the same on either your iPad, your Android, your smartphone, or your smart telly. And the great thing is you can access this app on all of them. You just need to use your email address and log in. So I'll take you through a little bit about the RightNow Media app. So I'll just type it in and I'll get it up. And so the first screen, if you're looking at on a laptop, that you'll get is this one here. So it's rightnowmedia.org.uk is the name of the website. You log in and then you'll put in your email address and your password that you should hopefully have set up when you clicked on that link in the email that I sent round to everybody. So you log on, and hopefully you should then see a home screen that looks a little bit like this. Isn't that nice? A lovely picture of Pete Greig there smiling at me as I turn it on, so that's always nice to see. And basically this is the main drop page. And on it you can keep watching things that you have been watching, either on your phone or on your laptop or on your telly. As you can see, I've been looking at a few there myself. But then you can go and scroll through and just see some of the different resources that are on this app. So you've got all of the things that have been recently added, but they've also got helpful things like the books of the Bible. You can also just if you find that you would like to hear from some UK speakers, there is a whole thing on series that have just been exclusively from UK speakers. I thought it was interesting when I typed it in as well that there was some series of speakers from South Africa. We've got quite a high South African contingent within the church, so that was really positive to see. But also there's thematic things as well. So there are things for men, there are things for women, there are things about Christian living. There's also some, here we go. So we've also got things like things for youth and young adults. You also start to get some of the courses like the marriage course, the parenting course, things that you could do together, maybe with your other half, things on apologetics. Then there's a whole thing on the Bible Project there. Really recommend that. That's really helpful. For those of you who are reading the Bible in a year with me, you'll know how good the Bible Project resources are, and they are all on there, and it is absolutely brilliant. So there's a whole host of stuff. Do have a good explore of that. You can also, if you want to be specific, you can go to that top thing up there and browse. You can also then put in a particular search. You might want to have a look at these specific things that they suggest. All manner of things are on there. There's training courses and all kinds. Or you can, if you want to search for something in particular, you can search. If you like a particular teacher, say if you like Pete Greig, you can click on Pete Greig, and all of the content that Pete Greig has done that the app has is on there. So it's absolutely brilliant. Now, if you want to go back to that home screen, you just click on the RightNow Media at the top, like I'm doing now. And one of the other things that you'll notice is that some of them have this kind of orange RightNow Media label on the top of them. That means that it is content that has been created by RightNow Media. The things that don't have those ones, so for example, this one here, Walking with Jesus by Matt Regan, it hasn't got that, and that just means it's licensed content that RightNow Media have licensed. Now, it might be that eventually they lose that license. I can't see that happening, but it also means you don't really get the full depth of resource like you do with the proper RightNow Media content, and I'll show you what I mean. So say, for example, I was to click on the new Lectio course that's just come out in the past week or so by Pete Gregg. You'll notice it comes up and it has each and every session from the Lectio Divina course that he's just created. And what's really, really good about this, it shows you a little trailer. It has each session on there, but then when you click on it, it does start, so I'm just going to mute it. It starts playing, but then on the right hand side over here, you'll notice they've got something called the study guide. Now, so one of the ways that this could potentially work is that you could watch this together as a small group, or in one of your small groups, and then you can work your way through the questions afterwards. So a good thing to do is probably to watch it all together. If you're all in the room together, is to watch the session, and then after you've done the session, you have got all of the questions that you'll ever need on the right hand side there for you. Really helpful resource to have. You've also got the Bible there if you want to click through for a Bible, and there's also the opportunity to watch it virtually together. So there won't be any need for anything like Zoom or anything like that anymore. If you're all on the RightNow Media app, you can actually have a virtual chat together using the RightNow Media app. It is absolutely brilliant. So I'll take you back into the main bit. So for example, I'll just quickly show you what the watch as a virtual group means. So you'll see that on each of these here, it has this watch as a virtual group. If you just click on that, in the same way that you would get prepped and ready for a Zoom call, you do that through here. And then you have the opportunity at the bottom there to then invite people. So as long as they've got the link, they can then join the conversation and join the study together. So it's a really helpful way of doing it virtually. And I know that we've got at least one group that is going to begin to meet virtually just because of childcare arrangements. So that's a real option for them if they want to use it. You'll notice at the top there's a specific thing for kids as well. So there is complete kids content that's available. You've got things like Superbook on there that's absolutely brilliant. Slugs and Bugs Show, that's another really good one. But you've also got stuff that then is separated by age as well. So depending on the age of your children, there's appropriate content for them on there, which is all very helpful. I think I showed you that there is some specific stuff for youth on there as well. So you can use this in multiple ways. You could use this as things that you want to use in your small groups, for small groups that meet together. You can use it for that. You could also use it personally. So it might be that actually one of the things that you want to do is to work your way through the book of Genesis, and there's an option to do that, and you can have almost like a devotional, a daily devotional that works through Genesis and things like that. You've then also got that Bible project content as well. You'll also notice at the top here, there's this one that says Woodbridge Key Church. If you click on that, you'll then get all of the content that the church produces, and our talks and things from Sunday morning. So if you haven't been able to join us on Sunday morning, you can watch it on your phone, you can watch it at home, you can watch it wherever you like. You don't even have to go into YouTube. So I'll give you an example. You just click on there and Guy's talk will be up. You can even watch it virtually if you wanted to. One of the things we're just trying to learn how to do is how to add the weekly study notes for small groups onto that. So I think there is a way of doing it, but we're still learning ourselves how to use it. So that is RightNow Media. We really commend this to you. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant. I also think it's one of those things looking forwards as well that will be really helpful if we think about planting, because it gives good material for a potential church plant, things like that. There are multiple uses to it. It's just good to have good evangelical content, good trustworthy content that's being put out by them. So do have a play, have a look around, see some things that might work for you, and we'd love to hear how you get on with it. But that's all from me, and I hope it's been helpful.